Do you ever open Google Docs and feel overwhelmed by the mess of files? That's not just a tech problem, it's an executive functioning challenge. And when your digital space is disorganized, it can drain focus and waste valuable time. Today, I'll show you how to bring order to your docs so that you can boost productivity and free up mental space. Let's go ahead and get started with Google Drive. Google Drive is a wonderful place where you can organize your Google Docs and you can communicate between Google Drive and Google Docs very easily. So what I've done here at the top is I have created 4 folders. And notice how I started off with a number. By starting off with a number, it places those folders at the top. And also, I wanted to designate what season it is and then what subject it is. And they are color coded. So what you want to do is you want to think of what color makes you think of English, what color makes you think of math, and so forth, and use those colors. And it's typically the folders or the binders that you're using for those classes. If you can color code them, it turns it into a no-brainer so that when you look into your book bag, you just know what subject it is by seeing the color of the binder. So let me show you how I made these folders. You go to New folder. So let's do one for 25 Fall History. Create. And you'll notice that it created it here. However, I don't want it to be black. I would really like it to be blue. So all you have to do is you go to the 3 dots, down to Organize, and then you can pick any of these colors. And I think I'm going to go with this vibrant blue. But you can see you have a whole slew of colors to choose from. All right, there we go. Now you've got all your folders. Now all we have to do is go on over to Google Docs. Create a new document. Say I took some notes for history. Now, one thing that I recommend is to always title your documents because it's amazing how many untitled documents we have and how difficult it is to find those. What I usually suggest is if you're taking notes for a class, use one document for all of your notes. Basically what you're going to do, so let's just say that this is your history notes. So we could do the same thing. 25 Fall History. Okay. Now what you do is you date each of your notes and you take the newest notes on the top. So what I want to do is I want to title my notes, and I title my notes the date. So let's say the date was 9/15/25. All I have to do now is make that a heading. I'll make it a heading 1. Then I can take my notes under here. Take my notes. Notice how it automatically switches it back to normal text. Now the next time I take notes, I'm going to come up here and let's say it's 9/21/25. It automatically creates a header 1. And then I can take my notes underneath it just by simply entering down, take my notes. Now we have on the left-hand side, on the left-hand margin, we can access the notes simply by jumping between them. And so if you're looking for notes, say you have pages and pages of notes, you can get back to your notes very, very quickly. You can get rid of this just by simply hitting that arrow or bringing it back, and it allows you to jump amongst your notes. So taking all of your notes in one place is the way to go. And doing your newest notes on the top, because those are the ones that you're going to usually need to access the most. What we want to do is we want to place these in our folder that we created over in Google Drive. So we simply go over to File, we go down to Move, and you'll see they all pop up right here. So I'm going to put that in History. Move. Done. Now if I go over to Drive, I will notice that if I open up History, there are my notes. So that is a wonderful way to keep everything really organized having all the different folders in Google Drive, and then saving all of the information from Google Docs into Google Drive is the way to go. The next semester, you can do the same thing, 26, spring, English, and so forth. And this way you can find all of your notes very quickly. But remember, you don't just have to use this for notes. You could use this for English assignments. You could use this for English handouts. That way you can keep all of your information organized in one place. I hope you found this demonstration helpful. Thanks so much. Thanks for watching. For intervention and remedial materials, lessons, and assessments, visit goodsensorylearning.com. And for full training and certification courses, head to learningspecialistcourses.com. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more executive functioning tips. And we'll see you next time.